We're gonna cross 4 million right here on at the very start of this stream here. We are just shy. You have a. You want to shoot off the cannon? Not yet. Not until. Okay, I need a camera on you. I need you to go over there. I need you to go over there. I need you to go over there. Need in like where the guests would stand.
You'll wanna get it.
$4 million. Oh my goodness! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Y'all, I can't believe this, but we just hit $4 million.
$4 million indeed. We're getting Mary hooked in here as well. We've got our team. We've got a lot going on here, guys. It's Chris Strubb, the Giving Day guy, here coming at you live from Louisville Slugger Field. Just crossed that $4 million mark. I'm hoping Morgan can hear that as well. Going to be joining us momentarily from Derby City Gaming. We've got Ron ready to announce the next power prize. Let me get Mary up on the screen here so I'm not.
Get me up to see my $4 million happy face.
There's the happy face.
Yes,
we got you on there.
Here celebrating. We are hitting milestones as we head into the evening commute, and I know a bunch of people are waiting for that 7 o'clock power hour.
We're going to keep those milestones coming here. Yeah, that 7 o'clock, the greatest 2 minutes in giving, 7:10 to 7:12 p.m. So we'll have even more magic, fun stuff planned then. Let me see if I can get our team at Derby City Gaming loaded on the screen here.
Let's see.
Sorry, Mary, I'm going to.
No, take your time. Oh, look at that. So fancy. There they are.
There they are. Now, can I hear Ron?
And I am here with our three.
Giving you a little test. We cannot hear him.
That corporation, Churchill Downs. We have Kathy, and we have Sean and Garth, and we are here to talk about the third of the Power Ticket prizes, and we just learned that the winning organization is Cultivating the Youth Experience. And this is a small organization. It was a $200 donation, but nevertheless, that is now a $2,200 donation. And that's what Give for Good is all about, is giving smaller organizations, along with the larger ones, exposure and an opportunity to get known and to get money. Isn't that right?
That's right. That's right.
And I'd like to ask Garth about some of the things going on here at Derby City.
Thanks, Ron. We are excited and delighted to be a part of Give for Good Louisville. This is my second year, our third year, but my second year being a part of it. And we're just delighted for the same reasons you mentioned. It's an opportunity for us to collaborate and engage with organizations we would not otherwise have the opportunity to engage with, and get support in the hands of organizations that probably would not get our attention otherwise. So good story all around. We're just excited to be a part of it. We're excited for the growth happening here at Derby City.
Tell us. Yeah.
We're in the process of building a 123-room hotel, adding space to our gaming floor. By the end of the year, we'll have another 200 or so games, making a total of about 400 games that we have here on property. We're adding a Top House restaurant called Oliver's, named after the first jockey to win at Derby 148 years ago. So it'll be branded as such. Lots of exciting things happening here. We're also building an annex property downtown, Derby City Gaming downtown, right there on the corner of 4th and Market. 500 or so HRM games, sports bar, wine charcuterie bar, cigar bourbon bar, complete nightlife experience. So lots of exciting things happening here at Derby City Gaming.
And that's just a part of it. More is to come tonight. What's happening at 7:10?
At 7:10, we've got the greatest 2 minutes in giving from 7:10 to 7:12. Every donation is entered to win, place, or show. One organization will win $20,000, 2 will place with $10,000, and 5 will show with $5,000. Set your alarms. Pro tip, go ahead and have everything in your cart. That way, all you have to do is hit submit when you hear that call to the post.
Well, I just wanted to ask, I know it's off camera, do we know if we've hit $4 million? We have. All right. Well, that does happen. I think that if we had confetti here, we'd be throwing it up in the air. And I noticed we had nearly 14,000 participants, and that is just as important. So, folks out there, we're having a great day. It's been a tough year. These are the nonprofits that really we depend on all year. And because of great sponsors like Churchill Downs in Derby City, we're able to blow up your donations all day. There's still about 6 hours to go. We need you. Isn't that right?
Yes, sure.
Well, yes. Anything more?
To add to our growing company, with that growth means there are many career opportunities with Derby City Gaming. We have been nominated as best places to work 4 years running. So we need team members. Everyone that's watching this video, you can go to derbycitygaming.com/careers, see all of our current openings. And as our general manager stated, downtown will be opening next year. We're looking for an additional 150 team members at least to fill every role that we have. So take a look at our website, visit those careers. If you're interested, please apply, and thank you for all of your contributions.
Well, as we throw it back to Slugger Field and Mary and Chris, just want to say it's been delightful to be up here today. This is an exciting place. This is an exciting day. And we just appreciate everyone who has participated. And again, call to action a little bit more.
Thank you so much, Ron. We appreciate it. We're playing that call to post now. That's just for Kathy. Thank you guys so much. And we will see you guys, of course, again for that greatest 2 minutes in giving. Again, 7:10 to 7:12. It sounds like Ron can hear me, so that's great.
I can.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Ron, thank you so much for checking in.
Bye-bye.
And for announcing those power prizes. We're going to throw it back here, and we've got our next special guest coming up here in just about 30 seconds. So, Ron, I'll see you back in the office in a little while, and
All righty.
talk soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Don't ask me really hard questions.
Well, you know I will. Welcome back, everybody. We are here back at Louisville Slugger Field, having just heard about the amazing win by Cultivating the Youth Experience. And I am introducing an amazing sponsor who's been part of the Giving Day here. And I'm just thrilled to introduce and welcome Josh Kornberg from the Caesars Foundation of Floyd County. Tell us why you are a part of this Giving Day.
Well, thank you so much for having us and allowing us to be a part of this very special day. Caesars Foundation has been involved with Give for Good, I think, since the beginning. I've only been with the foundation for about 2 years, but I think we've been involved for since its inception. And we are so proud again this year to be able to have a match that specifically for our Floyd County organizations. And so this year we have contributed just about $20,000 for our Floyd County organizations to be able to match some of those additional dollars and to keep doing the good work in our community.
Amazing. Thank you so much. That really is what it's all about. You turn a $200 gift into a $2,000 gift, a $10 gift into $10,000. And we are so pumped that this is a regional event. You know, we call it Give for Good Louisville, but all day today I've been talking to folks from all the counties in Indiana, the southern Indiana counties, and Shelby and Oldham. So why is it important to Caesars to be sort of present in this event?
So we very much look at this community as a whole. While our primary funding does take place in Floyd County, we recognize that the citizens of Floyd County utilize every corner of our region, and so it's so important for us to continue to invest in organizations and in programs that support the entire region, because when the region succeeds, everybody succeeds. And so we know by making those very specific investments into our community, it's beneficial for everybody. So we are happy to be a part of this, and I could not think of a better and more exciting way for us to make some investments of our dollars.
Wow, we could not be more thrilled to have you. So, do you have any? Or have you made your gift yet, Josh?
So I have 2 organizations primarily that I'm raising funds for today, and then I have made. I'm going to call it my first half gift to both of those organizations because I'm going to wait to see what happens at the end of the day, and I like others, I'm waiting for the most exciting 2 minutes in giving.
It's a big deal. I'm
ready for it.
As I just listened to Kathy talk about at 7:10, you want to have your cart loaded. That's the pro tip, right? And we've got Win, Play, Show, and you can help your favorite organization and cause get $20,000.
I'm looking forward to it. I will tell you, I try not to be too public in my support for certain organizations, but there are just a few that I just can't help myself because I represent so many organizations in the community and advocate for so many. But the 2 I'm fundraising for today are Bea, Beautiful As You Are. It's a local organization in Clarksville, actually, that works primarily with young girls and establishing more positive self-image and self-esteem. And then there's another organization called YouthLink, Southern Indiana. They work primarily in the K-12 space, providing enrichments, wraparound services, basic needs to children. We know that schools can only do so much, and so great organizations like YouthLink can step in and help fill in the gap. So those are some of the organizations.
What great choices, by the way.
Tell you, I see a little bit of everything though. So those aren't the only 2 that I've given to.
Of course
I just let the record reflect. I've given to others, but those are the 2 that I am personally championing today.
Well, we appreciate your trust with us to share that and to know.
That's just between us here, right?
It's just you and me, friend.
Just the close friends.
But I think today it's been amazing. I mean, we've had every type of cause, from the cradle, all the way to serving seniors, animals, the environment, almost every issue.
That's right.
But it has been really amazing to see the organizations supporting young people. And
this is such an important day in our community, and the organizations that serve our citizens and our residents, we know can never have enough resources, and they do so much with so little. And so it's days like this that remind me of the good work that we can all continue to do together. And it's fun just to be able to watch the numbers go up to $4 million.
14,000 donors, just as important. As you think about, people every day we get to choose what kind of community we want to live in, and part of how we do that is by donating.
That's exactly
and
right.
Nonprofits have supported us through some really tough times. We are still living through, some interesting times in our community, and so
I've actually most recently I've seen so many of our organizations while folks think about the great work that our organizations have been able to do. I'm never going to say in front of or behind, but normally aside the pandemic is where they've been doing their work. And now that some of those state and federal resources have dried up, I know in our foundation and our work, we have seen exponentially more organizations needing support, needing help. And so this day comes at the perfect time for the community to rally around our nonprofit sector and offer that continued support.
Well, we are so glad to have a partner like Caesars, and you, Josh, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
This day is about love. Louisville, let's show some love. Southern Indiana, let's show some love each other.
That's right.
Be generous. We're coming on to the home stretch here. My favorite, cocktail hour donating is a great idea, so I just want to invite you to go on to giveforgoodlouisville.org and fill up that cart. Thank you, Josh.
Absolutely.
We appreciate
Thanks
you.
for having me out today.
Thanks, Josh. We really appreciate it. Yeah, Mary, I hear there's a little bit of bourbon around town.
I know. I don't know that was an appropriate joke to make, but I just,
Oh,
we
trust me,
have
it
to
is.
keep, in this town and in this city, we take very seriously all of our authentic contributions to the world, and bourbon is one of them.
I've had a bit of delicious Kentucky bourbon, not today, running
Not
the
yet,
live stream, but this week has just been wonderful. So grateful to the Community Foundation. And Mary, I know we've gotten to know each other over the years as well. It's just a joy to be back here. helping run the live stream here, getting to see, again, good friends like Josh, who we met last year, and were able to actually go over and make a visit with Valerie, which was great. So, Josh, thank you again for taking the time. We really appreciate you being here. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We will be back at the top of the hour here. So it's 5:56 now. I'm going to put a little music on, put a little countdown back on. We'll be back right at the top of the hour at 6 o'clock. And Mary's going to be interviewing another handful, our final batch of nonprofit interviews of the day. You won't want to miss that. We've got some really wonderful groups coming up. Let me see if I have I don't have the image there, but trust me, they're fantastic. Yeah.
We'll see you then.
We'll see you then. Mary, I am going to play actually a little video acknowledging all of our sponsors, including the Caesars Foundation. So let's take a look at that. Then I'll put a countdown up, and we'll be back at 6 p.m. sharp. See you soon. Give for Good Louisville 2022 would not be possible without our generous local sponsors. Our presenting prize partners are Sam Swope Family and Churchill Downs. Our prize champions are Derby City Gaming and William O. Alden Jr. Our prize leaders are Edie Nixon, Community Foundation of Southern Indiana, LG&E and KU Foundation, the Owsley Brown II Family Foundation, and Caesars Foundation of Floyd County. Our prize advocates are Samtech Cares, Shelby County Community Foundation, the James Graham Brown Foundation, and the Community Foundation of Louisville. Our prize supporters are Jewish Heritage Fund for Excellence, Brown Forman, Hazel and Walter T. Bales Foundation, and the Geens Foundation. Our training partner is 2020 Strategic Consultants. Our live streaming partner is Republic Bank. Our presenting media partner is Wave. Our media partners are WHAS 11, Louisville Business First, WLKY, Lou Today, Out Front, Tops Louisville, Today's Woman, Al Dia, Lamar, Courier Journal, 93.9 The Ville, B96.5, Alt 105.1, DJX 99.7, and Magic 101.3. And our Giving Day partners are the Louisville Bats and 222 Events Louisville.
Hey, what a day, right? Give for Good Louisville. I'm telling you what, 556 organizations have benefited today because of what you did. How awesome is that? Thanks to you, the donor, thanks to our sponsors, thanks to everybody here in Kentuckiana and in Southern Indiana, just coming together and doing Give for Good. This whole 24-hour day of giving, it wouldn't have been possible without you, all right? So do me a favor, all right? Leave in the comments who you gave your money to, who you supported, who is your favorite nonprofit, all right? Leave that in the comments. Yeah? A little bit more?
And we'll send it back to Louisville Slugger Field.
All right. I like them too. I'm telling you what, couldn't have done it without you guys. This day of giving here, Give for Good Louisville. We're going to send it back to Louisville Slugger Field now.
Thanks, Ben. Are those fun? We've heard from some of our our social media influencer friends all around Louisville today, and really fun to meet Ben.
I love it. DJ X, it's a family favorite in my house. Every time we get in the car, my kids are like, DJ X, Mom. So that was fun.
We love some DJ X. Mary, this is our 6 p.m. live stream hour. If you've been looking at Lexi's social media posts all day and waiting for this 6 p.m. hour, we've got some fun guests lined up here in person. But before we do that, we do want to, again, acknowledge all of our sponsors, say thank you for that $400,000 plus prize pool that is being distributed as we speak. If you go to giveforgoodlouisville.org/prizes, you'll be able to see all of the prize winners throughout the day. And I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to bring that up on the screen here just so we can take a look at it. So I'm going to click on prizes here.
Woo.
And if I scroll down, and you can look at this on your phone as well, you can see information about all of the other prizes as well, including that greatest 2 minutes in giving, which we know a lot of you guys are anxiously awaiting.
Still coming up.
You can see the new donors supporting a Healthy Kentuckiana Strategic Prize. I'm not going to read them all off here. You got your golden ticket winner update and the power prizes. So those are all there. Look at all those golden ticket winners.
Look at those winners. Look at that. How beautiful. We get to see all of the nonprofits from all across the region. I see Indiana. I see Louisville. I see every part of Louisville on here, Shelby County. How beautiful, our whole region. And this is where, you know, your $10 gift turns into a $10,000 gift because of the sponsors.
We even had a tie there in the Tier 3. Humane Society of Oldham County and Louisville Grows.
Hey.
Big competition.
Ah, wow.
For that. Which prize was that? That was the Early Bird Strategic Prize right at midnight, which feels like it was about 27 days ago.
So some people who love those causes stayed up till midnight to do that, and they earned that tie. That is special stuff.
That is so wonderful.
Yeah.
So, Mary, I'm going to throw you up on the screen here with our first guest, and I'll let you introduce him as I do that.
I would love that. So I am going to introduce, you know, all day, you know, we have been talking to nonprofits from across our community, and some are perhaps well known to you and some may be new. And that's the magic of this day, is that people get to find out about organizations and have the opportunity to support them if they haven't heard of them before, and their champs get to stand up. And so I would love to introduce Brandon Hill. Thank you so much for being here. This is the third Give for Good Louisville for Reviving Urban Neighborhoods, the organization that he works with. But you are new to me. And so I would love to just take a minute and ask you, you know, on the website, you know, broadly, it talks about bridging the gap between community and opportunity.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're doing that in some really unique ways. So tell us about your organization.
Yeah, so Reviving Urban Neighborhoods, our purpose is to bridge that gap, as you said. One of the things that we do, I was a high school coach at Central High School, was an athlete. So we use sports and entertainment in different ways to educate and empower people in the urban community, and also enlighten them about opportunities that are available for them. So we have a men's league, summer men's league that features about 200 young men from 18 to 35 every summer, but we bring in people for job placement, college opportunities, health and wellness, all different type of resources, voter registration. And a lot of it for us is violence prevention. Then we also do things with the youth, where we've been in with Metro Parks and Recreation. We've been in community centers where we've used sports for half of the time, but the other half of the time we've tutored. We've had guest speakers come in, talk to them about academics, after high school, internships, just mentorship. So we try to do different programs and work with other organizations to highlight things that are necessary for people in our urban neighborhoods that, you know, to have better ways of life.
Well, it sounds to me like you're using sports and entertainment to get hook,
Yes,
but then
ma'am.
you're connecting them to, you know, a world of opportunities and ways to do all kinds of amazing in their life, really.
Yes, ma'am.
Violence prevention among them, but also excellence and career opportunities and sort of a way forward. So 18 to 35, tell me about the people you serve.
Well, we serve people from 8 to, you know, so it's urban and neighborhoods. I was just highlighting that one league.
Got it.
So we don't want to leave out the 18 to 35 generation. A lot of people say, hey, we just want to work with youth.
Yeah.
But the 18 to 35 group are a lot of times are their influencers or their dads or uncles. So those are who they look up to. So if they're not right, I noticed that as a high school coach that, hey, we can tell them everything to do, but when they go home and when they go to these neighborhoods, the influencers are that 18 to 35 age group. So we want to give those guys resources. A lot of times that's the lost generation where they say, hey, they're grown, just let them figure it out on their own. But a lot of times then they complain about the violence. So it's like, hey, let's give these guys opportunities so that they're not in the streets.
Absolutely.
But then we also want to counter that by having a grassroots approach with working with the smaller children as well.
Absolutely. Well, what inspired you to start this organization and be part of this work?
Honestly, my co-founder and I, Isaiah Britt, we were coaching at Central High School together. We played basketball at Kentucky State University together.
Great.
And we were talking about doing something, and I was like, hey, let's not just train kids, you know, because we wanted to affect more than just the 15 to 30 guys that we had in our program.
Yeah.
We wanted to do something that could affect the whole city. And I didn't want to just train them, because when we was at Central, we had to be more than just coaches. We had to be father figures. We had to be mentors to some parents, because some parents didn't have a lot of education or know it all. So I was like, let's bring, so we had a tagline that is bigger than the game. And so we want to teach people how to use opportunities such as sports or entertainment or anything within that realm, and teach them how to network and how to find opportunities outside of just what you enjoy doing. So we bring them there for what they want.
Yep.
And then we give them what they need.
That is beautiful. This is the good work. So what is your Giving Day goal then? Talk to us about.
Our Giving Day goal is to have 90 plus donors.
Okay.
Yeah, our fiscal goal, we've kind of beat that right now, right? But, you know, God's been good. So, but we want.
Congratulations. That's a good thing. All right.
And we wouldn't mind hitting that 2 minutes, graded to 2 minutes
all right.
of sports as well.
All
but
right.
we definitely want to be able to get 90 plus donors. And then also for the chance to highlight, because we work with all organizations. So when you come to a Reviving Urban Neighborhoods event, especially like the Run League that I talked about, you're going to see multiple other organizations and nonprofits highlighted throughout there. So
you're looking for partners too.
Yes, that's what we do. We teach collaboration and group economics and empowerment.
Wonderful. Well, I could not be more thrilled to learn about your work. And I'm sure our audience is as well. So y'all, you just heard him. He's going to need a few more donors at small dollars because he hit his goal. But don't be shy. Don't be shy. You can give to Reviving Urban Neighborhoods by going to giveforgoodlouisville.org right now and making a gift. Brandon, it was a joy to meet you. Thank you for being part of Give for Good Louisville and for coming into the studio today.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, thank you, Brandon. We really appreciate your time coming in. We know it's a busy day, and we wish you the best of luck on that donor goal. We love hearing about the donor goal.
I do.
Mary, is that's something a lot of the organizations will chase down a specific dollar amount, but really it's about those donors. that's why we have at the bottom of the screen there, that donor's number is listed first for a reason.
Absolutely.
Because you watching this at home now can help him reach that goal of achieving those 90 different donors, which is really admirable. So thanks again for your time. We really appreciate it. We're going to take a quick 30-second break here as I crank the music back up. Starting to get the hang of it now that it's 6 p.m., Mary. So
crank the music.
Put the little clock down, and we'll get our next guest here into the chair.
Sounds good.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Not at this point in the day.
Ready to rock and roll.
All right. We're here. Look at that. Chris, we're back on. I'm getting all excited here because I'm about to talk to one of my favorite people in community about one of my favorite organizations, BCDC. Am I good to just kick off here with, all right.
Take it away.
So I am here with Nashan Trebu, who is a treasure of Louisville, if you all do not know. And Bates Community Development Corporation is a true Louisville original, serving the Smoketown and Shelby Park neighborhoods. So Nashan, tell us the history of Bates, if you would.
Yeah, very good question. So we're a 26-year-old nonprofit that was birthed out of the middle of, I was going to say the pandemic, birthed out of Smoketown.
Yeah.
And it was when Pastor seen the vision of it, he wanted to be able to have an outreach outside of the church and be able to build and do things for the community. So they formed a whole entire nonprofit separate entity, and that's how it was birthed out of the need of what the community has been lacking and knowing and been having for many, many, many years. A lot of things that we have been lacking within our community, from being underserved and overlooked and not having adequate resources that we have. And he said, this is the way that we can help.
Serving
this
the
is a great way
people.
that we can help serving the community.
26 years, I did not realize that.
Yeah.
So tell us about all the ways that Bates CDC does serve the community.
Yeah, so we serve in so many different capacities. One of our big staple programs is our youth program.
Yes.
Of course, Smoketown, we deal with, as you see from statistics and hear from the news, it's a high crime area. So we service from first grade up to 12th grade, and as well as that when we have young adults to come into the center, we're able to help them too as well. We're trying to be able to say, hey, you don't have a place to go, you have nothing to do. We don't want you to roam the streets. We don't want you to get in trouble. Let us create programming, and we have created programming around entrepreneurship, around academics, enrichment programs for our kids. And we're year-round. We're a year-round program. So we are filling in the gap for those who may say, well, I don't have a mom at home, or, I live with my grandmother, and they just need that. We feed them. Yep. We got a health and nutritional program, so we feed healthy foods, as well as we now have a garden, so we are teaching them how to grow young foods.
How beautiful!
Yeah,
How beautiful!
That's one of the programs. Those are two of the programs.
And tell me the name of is that Kingdom Academy or
Kingdom Academy?
All right, I'm just tracking here. So,
yes.
But you don't just serve young people. You are like the whole family, whole community. So tell me about the other ways.
Yep. So we serve, as you mentioned, the parents, the grandparents, the senior citizens in the community. We have a lot of senior citizens who don't have family members to check on them, so they don't have, we don't have a grocery store in our community. Well,
not yet.
Yep, knock on wood, not yet. So we supplement that by our garden, and we make sure they have nutritional meals as well as fresh produce. We also have a whole program around being able to reach that one component, 18 through 24. That's the age where, I don't want to go to college. I don't know what to do. Nobody in my family went to college before me. But I want to do something good. So we try to reach out and help them through apprenticeship program and being able to stir them up so they can help learn how to build sustainability within what they already are doing. So we actually have programs from whether you're a child all the way up to you're a senior citizen. We are there to be able to help you, and we get ready to we get ready to actually really tap into our programming around health and wellness. And that is going to be a big component because there's so many health, health issues with a lot of our members in our community.
Absolutely. Wow. Well, I can only imagine how any element that you all take on will be well served. You stand in the gap in a lot of ways and serve as the bridge for so many people at challenging times in their lives and at happy times in their lives. I have known Bates to be a joyful place with a lot. So what are your goals for this Giving Day?
So our goals is $25,000.
All right.
And those whole 25 will help us to be able to add on a whole nother component around our youth and young adults program that we have. And we already at about 11,000. We're a little shy, but we're expecting.
We are going to help Nation get to her goal. She's about halfway there, a little bit over halfway. This is to serve young people in Smoketown and Shelby Park through Bates Community Development Corporation that has been providing high quality services for 26 years.
Yes.
And so happy to have your leadership there and with us today. And so I'm going to slide us out and into the next one, but really want to say, Louisville, this is a great time. Go on there and win Nation a special prize. I think she has something she wants to say.
Yes, I want to say we love our donors in a very special way. So thank you, whether it was $1 or whether it was $10,000. We love you.
Perfect. And we very much do. So be generous right now. Go on www.giveforgoodlouisville.org. Search up there for Bates CDC. See if you can win them a prize right now.
I did not mean to hit rim shot there. That was not a joke. Press the wrong button. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. We're all set, and we are going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with one more organization. We love our donors, too.
I know.
Thank you so much for holding up that sign. That's wonderful. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay tuned.
That's what's going on. Welcome back, everybody. You had a nice little music there coming in while we got our little mics set up and everything. Welcome back to Slugger Field. I am so pumped to welcome another wonderful community partner here with us. We get to hear from Presbyterian Homes and Services of Kentucky. I want to welcome Ben and Tori, who I feel like have a really too well-kept secret here of work that they're doing. Ben and Tori, would you introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about your organization?
Yeah, thanks for having us here. My name is Ben Durham. I'm the Executive Vice President of Presbyterian Homes. We operate communities for seniors across Kentucky. We have 3 communities here in Louisville that are focused on housing and services. Over in the Butyl area. So we offer personal care, nursing, and affordable housing for seniors. So we are trying to create dynamic intergenerational communities that promote fullness of life and fullness of age, and that approach aging more as an opportunity than something to be ignored or forgotten or feared. So we're trying to uplift people and help them live full lives, particularly where there's a need for people that have limited resources, and to approach that in a holistic, integrated way that emphasizes community and engagement more than just strictly the components that go into, say, medical care or community-based services or other things. We're trying to bring those together in communities.
How beautiful. How lucky we are to have 3, so you said 3 sort of distinct communities?
Yeah, we have a campus in Butyl, but there are 3 communities. Yeah, they overlap a little bit there, but
Wonderful.
buildings, yeah.
And your colleague here?
This is Tori.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Tori Covington. I'm the Assistant Director of Employee and Community Relations at
Wonderful.
Presbyterian Homes. Yes.
Wonderful. So talk to me, you just talked about sort of joy, in that phase of life, and you mentioned trying to build intergenerational communities. What do you mean by that?
Sure. Well, I think, aging is a fact of life, and it's not something that most of us look forward to. We tend to think about where we are now and not so much where we'll be later. But I think we're trying to approach our communities in a way that gives joy and excitement to life. So like one of the things, for example, that we've done in our communities in Louisville that we're pretty excited about was we've worked with the University of Louisville in a couple of initiatives, and we have a music therapy program, or a program with artists from the music therapy undergraduate program at U of L who actually live in Rosanna Hughes' home, which is one of our personal care homes. So we were trying to get engagements. We have 20-year-olds living next door to 80 or 90-year-olds.
I love it. That's good for everybody.
So there's two undergraduate students that live there, and they do intergenerational engagement, music, and things like that. So we're trying to find unique ways, or our affordable housing community, the Westminster Apartments. We worked with Kentucky Housing Corporation to get a grant there, and part of it was on an innovative approach to engaging community-based services where they're brought to them. So it's not just an affordable apartment for someone with limited income resources, but there are services that come to you through the Louisville Traeger Institute or through other community-based partners that come to them in their communities. So we're trying to, our president likes to say, sort of bring the world to our residents so that we're not sort of feeling warehoused or forgotten, which has been especially hard in the last couple of years with COVID.
I was going to ask, I mean, I think it's probably always a challenge for seniors, but boy, have we had a tough run. How did you all fare? What words of wisdom can you offer us?
Well, we're still just doing the best we can day by day. I mean, I think it's folks living or working in long-term care or in senior living have faced a lot of challenges, like a lot of people did in the last few years. But I think one of the biggest things I was working in our personal care home, Rosanna Hughes, at the time when COVID began, and one of the things that was hardest for us at that time was the disconnection, isolation that happened. At that time, the best way to keep people safe was to isolate them, and by safe I mean physically safe or well. But you observe that there's a loss of connection that affects other things in life. That are arguably as or more important than just the medical piece of not getting COVID or not having the implications that come from that illness. So it's really hard in a pandemic to keep people physically well and to keep people socially engaged in life. And so we've been trying to be creative in the ways that we've done that.
You have. So tell us a little bit about your Giving Day goal, because I think you actually have an angle on that.
Sure, Tori.
Yes. We do. So we actually have a beautiful gazebo that was donated to us by a resident's family, and we're ready to spruce it up a little bit. It's in the heart of our campus, so all of our facilities kind of utilize it for a lot of different reasons. We have activities out there. It's a great place for residents to hang out with each other. Birthday parties happen there. Yep. It's kind of just our central hub, and at any given moment you can see our residents out there enjoying the space. So we're using our goal of $7,000 to put in lighting and then fans and hopefully some railing and landscaping. So just to give it a little more homey feel, kind of like you're in your back patio rather than just sitting under a gazebo. So.
Everybody deserves it. So
Yes.
I love a sort of safe and welcoming outdoor space to add to the Louisville campus that serves senior citizens with supportive housing, it sounds like, and of a couple of different income levels. So what beautiful work. And so 75 years and all across the state of Kentucky.
Yes.
Presbyterian Homes and Services of Kentucky is serving seniors with that ever important housing and quality of life. And y'all have a chance to support them right now by going to giveforgoodlouisville.org. Searching on Presbyterian Homes and Services of Kentucky, and I know we can help them get their $7,000 goal. I just feel very strongly that this outdoor space can happen. And so we're so glad that you're a part of it today, and hope, is there anything you want to add to our viewers?
Just thanks for your support.
Yes, thank you, and thank you to all of our donors so far today.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you, Tori and Bill. Thank you so much, Ben, for joining us today. We appreciate it ever so much.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. Oops, press the wrong button there. So we get a little music going here. Gonna take another quick 30-second break, and I've got, now you can hear me. Gonna take another quick 30-second break, and then we've got a unique situation that I'll explain to you in 30
how
seconds.
exciting.
I know.
Stay tuned, everybody.
I know.
We got something funky going
a real
on.
cliffhanger. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back with you in 30 seconds. All right, Mary, I promised you a cliffhanger. So we are, we have one more nonprofit on our list. That is Moments Matter, Inc., and that is LaShawn Marshall. And unfortunately, we got an email earlier today. LaShawn is feeling a bit under the weather.
Hey, it happens. It is human. We are in a community. People got to take a break now and again.
In a community. We're also still in a pandemic here, three years later. So, things happen.
But we don't want you to miss learning about this organization.
Yeah, we've got this lovely little video here. Actually, what I'm going to do here, give me 1 second. Turn this down. Sorry, we're going to start it over.
Get it right.
So there's some music over this video, but I'm just going to kind of keep talking over it here. Most children can recall life moments like birthdays or other celebrations. Recalling team moments as they gain a sense of belonging and good sportsmanship. They even recall sick moments where they can be cared for by a nurturing adult. But unfortunately, they also remember bullying moments for themselves or a friend. And again, I am not LaShawn. No one would mistake me for LaShawn here, but Moments Matter, Inc. is really addressing a lot of these issues among children all around the Kentuckiana area. And so if you want to go on and learn more about Moments Matter, Inc., you can just head over to their Facebook page or to their website, or better yet, go to giveforgoodlouisville.org and make a donation of $10 or more. And who knows, maybe Moments Matter, Inc. Mary will win one of those many prizes that we've been talking about all day.
It could. I have to admit, I'm very much enjoying their video and seeing how they really are made up of educators and adults who know what they're doing with young people and are finding ways to bring amazing experiences through STEAM, through writing, through a variety of overnight camps, young authors boot camps, workforce developments. Moments Matter, Inc. Is definitely empowering youth in our community. Look at that.
We love to see
Not just lasting moments in their lives, but allow them to see every moment that they experience matters.
So
look at that. Yep.
We want to, I'll tell you what, I'll make a promise here, LaShawn. I know we haven't really given much thought yet to the 2023 Give for Good Louisville live stream schedule, but I can personally promise you a spot. You choose the hour. You let us know, LaShawn, when you want to come in next year, because I know Christina was talking about how much she really wanted to sit down and chat with you. So we miss you, LaShawn. We hope you feel better, and we want to say thank you for all of the great work that you are doing, you and your team are doing with Moments Matter. What a wonderful impact that they're having on the community. Mary, what a wonderful day this has been. You can see that number continuing to jump at the bottom of the screen there. 14,622 donors, $4,239,417 raised, and we're nowhere near done.
Nope. And actually, I just have to say, I'm going to say it one more time since we got the mic here to say, I think folks are looking for that 7 o'clock hour and the opportunity to win their favorite organizations a little bit more. So I think this is a perfect time for you to go and fill up your basket so that you are ready to hit it at 7:10.
And Mary, like I mentioned, you and I have been both working on this day for years and years. So we remember back 16, 17, 18, these earlier days of the Giving Day. I mean, this was record-breaking money and donor numbers here, 4.2 million. We were jumping up and down. We had the inflatable balloons at Sam's Swope. we just crossed 4 million. And now we still got plenty of daylight here at Louisville Slugger Field. We've got plenty of time to grow. We've got some of the biggest prizes of the whole day coming up in that 7 p.m. hour. Again, the greatest 2 minutes of giving. So we really look forward to seeing that. And you want to offer that pro tip again? You were encouraging people.
I got my pro tip. So here's what, Louisville, you are so generous and you have outdone yourself year after year. And this is the moment to show how generous and how much we love each other. So I am also following my own pro tip, which is loading up my cart. Go to giveforgoodlouisville.org. I know you've been making your list. Load up your cart so that you are able to hit it right at that 7:10 moment and help your favorite causes possibly win some amazing prizes.
Let's hear it again from our friend Kathy Shirkliff from Churchill Downs. I'll play a quick video here and I'll come back here with Mary in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Kathy Shirkliff, Director of Community Relations for Churchill Downs Incorporated. We are so excited to be a part of this year's Give for Good Louisville Day, introducing our greatest 2 minutes in giving. Today you can make your own rich strike. Set your alarms for 7:10 p.m. and between 7:10 and 7:12, join us as we will enter all of your donations to win Place or Show within the greatest 2 minutes of giving. One donation will be awarded an extra $20,000. Two will place with an extra $10,000 each, and 5 lucky winners will show with $5,000 additional to their donation. Again, join us at 7:10. Pro tip: have your donations ready to go in the cart, and you can be ready right out of the gate.
I love it. I even got permission from Kathy to play here. You got your headphones on. You can
I
hear
do.
this, right?
I heard the whole thing. Pro tip.
Sound familiar?
It sounds very familiar,
maybe
but
heard
like
that
there's
once
a
or
little
twice?
bit of beat behind it. So, as a native Louisvillian, I like it.
I probably just violated brand standards by having the music playing. Sorry, Kathy. We adore you guys. Churchill Downs and Derby City Gaming. We just can't say thank you enough as our presenting prize partner, as well as Sam Swope Foundation. We've got tons of wonderful sponsors here. You've heard from some of them throughout the day. We're starting to wrap things up here, but we will be back live again to announce those winners at 7:30 p.m. I'm just checking my notes here to make sure I'm not missing something.
Yeah, you stay on schedule here. 7:30 p.m. sounds like a real good time to tune in to hear who has won the prizes. But your job, dear donors, is to get it ready between 7 and 7:12. So between 7:10 and 7:12 is when they're going to actually pull that prize. So you need to load your card up in the next 20 minutes. Get yourself ready.
Wonderful. Sorry, I got my head in a lot of different screens here, Mary.
I'm just right here on the ground here at beautiful Slugger Field, enjoying the incredible view of our river and our bridge, and feeling the Louisville love today.
We love that Louisville love. I love that. So again, this is Chris Strubb, the Giving Day guy, here with Mary from the Community Foundation of Louisville. I think we're going to sign this stream off, and which means I should be playing a little bit more music underneath us. Got some cool sound effects here. We're approaching the end of the night. Here, I can play cool stuff like this too. Check this out. You have no idea what's coming because I didn't tell anybody about this.
Houston.
I can't believe I didn't have to play the Houston We Had a Problem sound today. That's a good sign.
It's just right here, right now. Just you and me, Chris, having that sound.
Perfect. Cool. Sorry. It gets tiring. It's a long day. Might need to maybe Mary and I are going to find a little old-fashioned at some point this evening. Again, some wonderful bourbon here.
Cocktail hour donating. It's my favorite.
It's 5 p.m. somewhere. It's 6:30 somewhere here at Louisville Slugger Field. So thank you again, Mary. You've been a wonderful host and co-host. If you missed any of our live streams today, you can go back on our Facebook page, facebook.com/CF Louisville, and watch any of those replays. There were tons of great nonprofits available. Thank you, Mary. Tons of great nonprofits that you can go on and check out. You can also check that hashtag #GiveForGoodLou. We know that Lexi has been posting all sorts of fun stuff on social media about the Giving Day. You can find me on social media if you want to tag me at Chris Jubb on Twitter and Instagram. You can check me out there. And much more importantly, stay tuned. We are only about just over a half hour away, if you're watching live, from those greatest 2 minutes in giving. So, signing off for now. It's Chris Jubb, the Giving Day guy, live from Louisville Slugger Field. Stay tuned, turn your notifications on, and I'll see you in a little while.